Good morning. I'm probably at one of my lowest points in my life. My son is ill, my daughter is ill, and my daughter had three open heart surgeries, and she may need another one. So that's very upsetting. And then my son has what's called a fatty liver, and now he has an enlarged spleen. The way they found out was his platelets were low. So they were trying to find out why. And they finally diagnosed him. And this has been going on for months. We've been trying to find out what is wrong with him. And they discovered it was a fatty liver. And then they finally did a CAT scan or whatever of the spleen because they were concerned about the spleen. And they said it's enlarged. Now, it could be because the blood is backing up from the liver, kind of like a plumbing system. So that could be the problem, or underlying cause could be cancer. So they're still looking. So I was so distraught over this. Do you remember when your children were babies? And some of you may have babies. And you sat next to them when they were sick, worried sick about them, running a high fever, vomiting, whatever, and you felt helpless because there's nothing you can do. My son is 49 years old. I had my children when I was really young. I'm 72. And you never stop being a parent, and you never stop loving your children, and you never stop worrying about your children. And at this age, I feel the same as I did when I sat next to my baby, taking care of him and worrying about him, because I still feel the same way. I worry about my children, and now I have two of them that are ill, and it's hard. It's not easy at all, and you don't know how to deal with it. And my way of dealing with it is I overeat. That's why I'm a big woman. I overeat. That's my go-to thing for when I'm stressed out, you know, immediate gratification. And the other thing is I don't sleep. So as you can see, my eyes are very narrow this morning, and I'm tired. I'm tired. I've had 3 nights this week where I couldn't sleep. And I have to get up and go work at a food bank because that's what I do. I volunteer my time. I have a lot of friends there. I love working there. But I'm going to be very tired today. So I'm drinking my coffee and hoping I can get myself together on just a few hours of sleep. I woke up at 2:30 and had to go use the restroom, but then I was still worrying and had a hard time going back to sleep. And then I woke up again, I believe it was 5:30, and I've been awake ever since, so I didn't get much sleep at all. So please pray for my son and my daughter. I'm just so worried about them. I still don't quite know yet what's going on with my daughter's heart. She had a aortic aneurysm a few years ago and almost died. And they had to do open heart surgery to repair it. And then they had to go back in and do 2 more surgeries. But I can talk about that later because my time's running out. I need to go. But please pray for my children, and you have a wonderful day. And let me know if you have something going on in your life, too, that maybe I could help you with. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.